Yes, sir. What's up, good people? It's your boy, the boy, HenriHeck, back at it again with another video. And today I wanted to speak on a headline I had seen in regards to the PS5 Pro rumor. You know, it's been pretty much running rampant since last week. And I seen a headline today speaking to developers. They weren't specific about which developers, but developers speaking to not feeling as though a Pro is necessary because they've not maximized the potential of the base PS5. And I thought it was really interesting, super interesting, because I immediately started thinking about which developers could be saying this. And you know, I'm thinking about who's still releasing PS4 games, who's still releasing games that don't perform up to par as far as Sony PlayStation first party studios. And to make a statement and say we've not maximized the PS5 to its full potential. What have you been doing there? If you've not been maximizing it, what have you been doing? I found that super interesting because start of the gen, you get games like, even though Horizon Forbidden West was cross-gen, we still don't got no open world game that looks as good and runs as good as that as a cross-gen game. And then they produced a DLC that looked even better for PS5 only. You know, so to go from, because I would imagine they've had PS5 dev kits for at least 3 years prior to the 5 coming out, at least 3 years. And so you got that 3 years plus the 3 years we've been in the gen, that's 6. You know, what are you doing? What are you doing? What you mean you not maximizing? Of course, as the generation goes on, the games they look better, they perform better, etc. But I wonder if these same individuals felt the same about the PS4 Pro. You know, you got a lot of people, it's not needed, it's on the running game. They brother, if this joint can perform higher than the PS5, I'm getting it. I'm getting it regardless, but it's justified. You know what I'm saying? Because the performance ceiling is higher. And of course, first party devs gonna take advantage of it. You know, it's up to the third party to step up to the plate, to which we've seen a lot of third parties unable to, or whether they're just stuck in their ways, or you know, they just don't have the know-how, or you know, for whatever reason they just can't rise to that occasion, even this deep into the gen. After having, and also they also have to make games run on other platforms as well, so they can't really necessarily focus on the one platform that is the PS5. Even though we're seeing reports from some developers that are saying like it's not even, which we knew, it's not worth the time, effort, and resources to put the games on like the Xbox platform, because they just the fact of the matter is they just ain't buying no games. So if you ain't gonna make no money over there, how can we justify putting the time, money, and energy into going over there? You know what I mean? It's pretty common sense. But as long as this Pro has a better base performance of the base 5, you know, maybe come with more storage, hopefully come with more storage. What else? The loading is already amazing, so if they can even get that even more amazing, that'd be incredible. I don't really care too much about ray tracing, but if they can throw that in there at no hitches on performance, I'll take that. I'm with that. You know, and that's pretty much my expectations for a Pro, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? So to say, I think this kind of I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know how I feel about that statement, honestly. And then you got even some people out in the gaming community saying that, you know, it's not worth it because of so few PS5 only games, which there aren't a ton of them, but at the same time, the ones that are out there, even the cross-gen ones, they run and perform better on the 5, on the base 5 as of now. So it stands to reason that it will run even better on the Pro. You know, so the fact that there aren't a ton of PS5 only games, that don't really, in my mind, it doesn't really negate the need or want for a PlayStation 5 Pro. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm gonna still get better, even if it is minuscule, then I'm getting better. Either you're getting better or you ain't. You know what I mean? And if I'm getting better, then it's worth it to me. Some people may not feel that way. You know, that's them. Don't buy it then. You know, but the same people that don't buy it are gonna be the same people commenting and talking about, you know, every side by side. They're gonna be counting the frames and counting the shadows and the load, and they're gonna still be very much in tune and paying attention, even though they've spoken that the system ain't for them. Which is valid. You can speak on whatever you want to speak on, but you know, to pay so much attention to something that you ain't interested in is kind of peculiar, you know, to analyze it in that way. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I just found that to be super interesting because I'm like, man, who are these developers, man? Because I'm thinking about your Japanese developers. They generally, you know, stay stuck in their ways as far as the engines they use. They use pretty outdated engines. Those games generally still launch on PS4. So, you know, a PS4 Pro coming out, PS5 Pro coming out, they probably not. They're more than likely not going to take full advantage of that system. They're not even taking full advantage of the PS5 now. You know what I mean? And you got your bigger ones like your Square, who, you know, they still fall short of hitting that first party performance, even though they say things like harness the power of the PS5. They still fall short of first party performance and graphical fidelity of games we've gotten at the start of the gen. You know what I mean? We displaying the gen and they still having performance issues and visual issues, and you know, so it may be a situation to where they know people's expectations are gonna be a little bit more higher, so they just kind of trying to go ahead and set the bar. And I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the 5 Pro, honestly. Hopefully it launches in more colors. We finally get the OG gray. That would be nice. You know, they gave Jim Ryan the little OG gray edition, OG edition color PS5. Let us get that on the Pro, man. Go ahead, let us get that on the Pro. You can order a DualSense in the OG colors with the different color buttons. Different color symbols on the buttons. It's like $210, I think, from some private seller. You know, it's not like an official product, but you can get one. It looks neat. I like it a lot. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna drag this on too much longer. I just really want to speak on that because I had seen it. I was like, come on, man, what's going on? Who said this? And of course, you go into the article and read it. They don't mention no names. They don't bring nobody. You know, they just talk and just say some developers. You know what I mean? Which we can't really do nothing with that. But I will catch y'all in the next one.